Number 29, lots of interesting things today. Again, none of them particularly positive, aside from the fact that I've done 200 Ks on the bike, which is pretty brutal, and I did remember to put the sun lotion on. And yeah, nothing really much to see in this part of Croatia, to be honest. The roads aren't particularly good. I've been on the road the most of the time, which is actually the bike trail, which we found in Slovenia. The bike trails are just bullshit. It's just fake EU money, or real EU money, that they pretend to build stuff with, and then those things don't actually exist. So like bike trails, like famous bike trails that have been branded like the Amazon Trail, aren't actually real. They're not there. There are no bike trails. But yes, so 200 Ks in, got 54 Ks to go to Osijek. Then tomorrow I'm going to try and maybe smash it to Belgrade in one day, which is 175 kilometers. The only problem with that is my arse absolutely is destroyed from sitting on this seat for like 20 hours or something. So I set off yesterday at 5:50. Made like lots of stops and stuff because I know I had time. I obviously didn't want to arrive particularly early, and had a little kip for like 4 hours. But there's a big problem. I had an accident. I had my first accident on the bike, and basically, I don't know if I can show you an example here. I misplaced them, but these have sheared off. So this is a piece of broken metal from impact of something. I don't know whether it was the actual accident I had, but this is supposed to be attached to another piece of metal which clips in there to give you that support. So actually this, that the chap helped me with, the couchsurfing host, is the only reason why this is still standing, because if this wasn't there and didn't have that stability, this would hit the tyre, and then I would have to pack the extra 5 kilos in my bag on top of everything else, which would not be particularly pleasant. So this is now completely broken, I think. So I have to replace that when I get to Osijek. And yeah, just another example of Croatian roads. So it's like 1 a.m. I'm cycling on one of their fake cycle paths, which is just a pavement, and then it just ends in the dark, just completely ends in a hole, in a ditch. There's no sign, there's no security or anything like that. They just end the cycle path in a ditch, and I end up in the ditch. The bike could have been completely wrecked. Luckily, it just so happens that the impact just sheared and broke the front pannier. But I don't know if the laptops are okay, because that's the laptops in there. They're in a pretty solid padded case, but we'll see if they're broken, who knows. And yeah, so it's, what time is it now? It's pretty much exactly 3 o'clock. So 54 Ks doesn't sound like too much, but people are finishing work now, so it's going to be rush hour on the highways. And I'm obviously a bit tired, having cycled 200 Ks already, so I've just loaded up in Lidl, my favourite supermarket, with more snackaroos, starting with this vanilla ice cream, which I'm absolutely going to demolish. What else did I get? Let's have a look at the little food bag. So I got bread, 2 pots of hummus, blueberries. Blueberries are so cheap here. Yeah, the hummus is all reduced. I got some little snacky cakes and some apple juice because I've pretty much run out of water, and I need the sugar to get me that 54 Ks. I want to try and make Belgrade tomorrow on the bike, but that's a really long day. I would have to get up so early and I'd arrive really late. So I'm thinking I might do a detour off trail to Novi Sad, and then from Novi Sad's like 110 Ks from Osijek. Stay a night or so in Novi Sad, and then it's an easy run to Belgrade the next day. I think I'm probably going to take the detour instead, just so I've got a little bit of a chill time in a nice city and I can go to some coffee shops and whatnot. Assuming the bike makes it there. All the tyres are holding out, surprisingly. Like, the impacts I've had on these roads in the middle of the night, like, the roads are appalling in this country, like, really, it's just shocking. Like, the pavements are even worse, but on the bike, the tyres are just hitting ruts, so I don't know how they're still intact, but yeah, that's pretty much it so far. Yeah, this part of the country is pretty boring. Obviously, Croatia's quite famous for being beautiful, but that's down by the Riviera for the most part. This part is just farmland, and there's really not much going on. So I'm quite content and happy that I've blitzed through in basically one day the whole of this region. And yeah, really looking forward to getting back to Serbia, although I've got a lot of mixed stories about Serbia. But yeah, it's getting quite interesting. So yeah, everything's on the go. Cool. I'll leave it there, post this up, and yeah, probably have another one tomorrow because I won't have the energy to do another one tonight. So yeah, bye.